We're back.
We're back.
Part 3. Her story.
Mm-hmm.
Their story.
The story.
Our story.
Like how I did that?
Yeah.
Like how I did that there? So, I was thinking about this game this morning.
Uh-huh.
And it occurred to me to... Okay, I remember the first thing I wanted to look up is this. Hang on. Was it really read me?
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to look for.
Let's close it. I need to adjust something. Oh, that's not going to do it.
Can we look at what's in the rubbish bin? Did we try?
In the what?
Rubbish bin.
The rubbish bin was where the game was in there.
Oh, right.
And the hack.info was in there.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yes, phone earphones are connected. Very good. Very good. Okay. So I'm gonna take this out of my earpiece. Put this in here. Okay. Yeah, that hack.info info was in there, as was the game. So I wanted to read this again really quick. I filed a Freedom of Information form. Okay. As far as I understood when I looked this up today, the Freedom of Information Act it's a component of the U.S. government.
Right.
Why would the U.S. government have tapes on a British woman who murdered her assumedly British husband?
Because...
Is that a thing?
Wait, she's not here, right? Glasgow.
No, Glasgow is in Scotland.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean, you're good. You're right about thinking. I didn't even think of that because I was like, no, it's Britain, right? Well, because she says pub, and she makes. I can't remember, but she makes other little kind of Britishisms, phrases. She's singing British folk songs.
Right.
She has a British accent.
She still could be here.
She drove to Scotland. No, she's in.
No.
UK.
I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, you mean like these interviews could be here?
Yeah.
No, because he went missing on a Friday.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like.
But then she couldn't be here.
I know. I'm saying she's not.
Oh.
I'm saying I was thinking if there's any way she could be, but there's no way.
So why would the U.S. government? And I don't. This is where you get into this is where knowing too much about games tends to muck things up. So Sam Barlow is an intelligent writer. He's a very intelligent person.
Okay.
Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which he wrote, was a very well-written, intelligent story.
Yes.
I don't think he would make such a gaffe as to say, unless the British government, and we can look it up here really quick.
Yeah, we probably should.
Maybe this is all for naught. British Freedom of...
Oh.
Okay, so they do have one. Okay, so never mind. I didn't even think to look that up. Of 2000. Okay, so they do have one. All right. Because that threw me off for a second of wait a minute. It said...
Why would the
Yeah, okay, so that's... Never mind. Ignore everything we just said for the last 5 minutes.
Well, read it again to really read me.
Well, that's why I wanted to confirm that that's what they had said.
Okay.
And SB is who chatted with us. So, whoever SB is.
Hang a bit longer, buzz when you're ready.
Right.
Okay.
Close. So, I'm saying the note is from SB. The person talking to us is so the person talking to us is the same person that gave us the access to this material.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to do now.
Okay. Well, let's look through our search history. what have we?
So we've seen
Still have
half. I mean, we got a really good chunk of stuff here. There's the July 2nd interview.
That we're still trying to find.
That seems like it gets cut short because she gets fed up and leaves.
Yeah.
Or seemingly gets fed up.
Something happens
and
where
leaves.
she's done. But so let's go through.
So we've murder, Simon, Helen. Simon had 61.
We should look into that more then, I feel.
Right. Because then we never really, I don't think we really searched anything else with the name Simon attached to it. Now, of course, a lot of these,
it could be like Simon.
as far as I'm sure some of these had the name Simon uttered in them.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a lot of crossover, but I still feel 61 is huge.
Right. So what do we want to know?
Simon job. More about his job.
What's his name? Does she give his full name?
She gives her full name, Smith. Because she's Hannah Smith, I believe. She says, yeah.
Simon.
Okay.
Simon Smith.
Right.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Okay. So we have Simon, who's dead. We have Hannah and Eve, who
may or may not.
every few videos becomes two people, then becomes one person, then becomes two people. Hannah was the girl that Simon married.
Yeah.
Eve was Hannah's twin sister.
Yeah.
Whom the midwife, Florence, essentially faked her death during birth, and stole the baby away.
We don't even know if the parents knew, because remember she said the mom was only expecting one child, and so when she gave birth to the second one, she just kept it. So she doesn't even know if the parents knew.
I'm pretty sure that the story was she had the twin, and the midwife claimed it was dead.
Right, and then
because how do you miss a second baby coming out of your body?
You don't.
She's a midwife. It's not like midwife could be in the hospital, but
yeah. No, I know.
I think they're making a point of saying midwife to connote that
it was at home.
That was at home.
Yeah.
Or wasn't at a hospital.
Right. No, I agree.
Stole the baby away, raised the baby in an attic, or just never let her outside.
Yeah.
And one day she was outside.
Well, she kept
Hannah
seeing
saw her.
Hannah.
She went over there, I guess, or just Hannah saw her.
Yeah.
From across the street.
Yeah. And somehow got her
up in the attic.
And kept her up there.
Kept her there, and the woman never complained, or I don't know.
So see, and that's why I still think that they're one person.
So you hit the mic.
We've read all.
Where's the long one though? There's a long one where she kind of I think one of them she explains the story.
Florence was a warm, kind person, but she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin.
By the way, I found this actress is in a band.
Older papers.
Oh, really?
Not that it matters particularly, but
that makes sense, though.
Yeah, that's why she's able to perform on camera.
Yeah.
Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had love, children, planned to have a large family.
I don't think this is the one.
But her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that.
Yeah, this isn't the one where she talks about.
Maybe we need to do Florence Diary. Or just diary.
But it's only 5 entries found. I mean, is it one of these? And I just thought it was longer, wasn't she?
It was just me and her. It was the name they were going to call their first child.
Okay.
They talked about it, and I'm going to try when he came back.
He being Florence's
family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl.
Right.
It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child.
I think it's a story she made up when she played with that doll.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, I still think this is one.
Sometimes it's hard to remember what
I'm very much leaning to it being one person.
Just because that whole tapping thing just leads, like, major psychosis along with...
Right, as though she's sending messages to herself, basically.
Right.
Like.
Well, the way she was doing it, it's like, it just is... Yeah. It just, there's... I find it hard to believe. And I think Simon figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's... I knew these were going to be a little dicey to use because the bases are so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much leaning toward this being one person who has some sort of split personality disorder. Mm-hmm. Because she talks so much about, they made up these stories about these people that they, being Eve and Hannah, played with in this, like, gargantuan dollhouse that they had.
Yeah. Simon job. Look into more his job or Eric. Yeah, see.
Okay,
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or...
Also, something I've noticed over the time we've been watching this, it's obvious. I mean, obviously, maybe it's because we know, or we know what we think we know.
Yeah.
Is Hannah and Eve are very different personality-wise.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, at first it just sort of seemed like different, you know, they caught her on a different day or whatever.
Yeah.
But the longer we've watched this, the more it's become clear that
is.
there's two personalities here, if not physical people.
Eve is scary.
Eve is very... Yeah, Eve is the scary one.
Eve is scary.
Hannah feels very kind of scared.
Yeah, trapped.
Or just...
Trapped by her.
Small.
Yeah.
Smaller.
It didn't matter if I could cook or not. Just
her personality is
poison
smaller.
The kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon.
Why?
It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
Huh.
I didn't...
So you see...
It doesn't make any... What? The statement doesn't make any sense.
Lady at the primary school.
How she jumps from one thing to the next.
Cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see...
Like,
but Doug is his father.
Yeah.
It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure.
From his parents, I guess. I
mean, and from Eve.
Sure.
I think that's what she's...
Right, but I'm trying to figure it out, like...
And the Glaziers.
So she's saying one thing. It's like a double layer. Like, she's saying something that sounds like what they would want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, she's talking about pressure. She's really talking about Eve, but she's also sort of offering up this surface layer story of, like, his dad kind of muddles in our affairs kind of thing.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff.
She's like, this is Eve.
Just running around like headless chickens most of the time.
Yes.
Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy.
Yeah, the fact that they
more
or she,
stuff.
I say the fact that she's obsessed with fairy tales seems to be very telling.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Oh my god.
We were aligned again.
Crazy person.
But
so
they were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
And then what?
Who cataloged that one? Would you fall asleep at the editing bay?
Yeah.
Like, and this is where we cut.
Yeah.
Literally on the end then.
And then.
And then.
And then.
So did she
She
miscarry herself?
I think, yeah. That's what it sounds like, is that she...
Oop, I keep bumping the mic. Oh.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something.
They'd?
The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their
Oh,
parents?
her parents.
And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
It's dimming, it's
So
funny.
creepy.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel like you're in some like
I was infertile.
forgotten basement, like
Thought I was.
we're
They
like
told me I was
Mulder's
infertile
office.
after miscarriage
Yeah.
because of complications.
Yeah. But yeah, she's pregnant.
Why?
Why? Because if your
Just
body
something about
miscarriages,
a
it
dead
can be
tissue and
it can be very damaging to either.
yeah, and now she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Contradiction.
Yeah.
Not this game.
Yeah.
What if I showed you this? It's a fetus.
It's a fetus. It's the baby. We have the baby.
Where's Jenks? Get Jenks on the
I
face.
know. No, we're
Wow,
Jinx.
I'm surprised.
There's only 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's back.
Eric?
So we were still kind of doing Simon stuff. We wanted to do Simon stuff.
That's right. Simon Job.
I just realized we hadn't actually searched miscarriage yet.
Simon.
Simon Eric?
Yeah, Simon.
Did we ever
and
search
Eric.
Simon Helen? Well, we searched Helen, and it was like 2.
Two,
Right, okay.
and
So
it was
Simon
just-
Helen wouldn't yield anything else. So Simon Eric or Simon Job?
Simon Eric. We just searched Simon Job. Okay, we've seen all these.
Oh, we did search. You're right. Correct. Simon Eric Diane. Okay.
How about just Diane? Like, let's just
Well,
search.
let's see. So Simon Eric 9 found. We only get 5. So Diane. Okay, so
3.
this one's the same between the first search. So these two, this orange, the second one, and this fourth one come up under Simon Eric Diane, and one other that's not here. So there's at least 3 other videos not here that we may not have actually seen.
Right. No. Maybe we should just search the days of the week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and see what she says. Okay.
Wow, okay, sure.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
She left. She walked. Or
After the
drove.
argument,
Okay,
after Simon
I'd say,
left.
yeah, you were, but I guess after the argument, no.
This is where one
I
of
was
them
upset
drives
and
to
I wanted to
Glasgow
get away.
as an alibi.
So I took the car.
I took the car.
Is this where she drove to Glasgow?
Yeah, that's just it. This is where one of them drove to Glasgow, one of them, as an alibi.
Okay, wow.
Oh man. I feel like when she does that, when she
I left the next day.
adjusts, it's her
She's
changing.
very...
Slept for a few
This
hours
is
in the
Eve.
car.
She was.
I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls, and I wanted to try and make up.
No, this feels like Hannah.
I got back to the house, and Simon wasn't
I don't
there.
know.
She doesn't have that kind of like...
I.
Something, like, I don't know though.
Oh, she's gonna get sick.
She's pregnant.
Is there a bin?
Oh,
Ugh.
lovely. So that's her morning
All right,
sickness.
so wait, okay.
See, but I feel.
So 8:57. Okay, so she's just... Okay,
This
4
is
seconds
her-
per second. Let's see what this is.
It was late. Early Saturday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like that's Eve when her hair, and then she.
So ago.
But she's...
It would have
I
been
know.
Saturday
But
before my
she's
birthday.
switching.
Yeah,
I think.
that's what I mean.
You know, I get like that
See,
on
she
weekends,
does... She touches.
have a
She's
lie-in,
nervous. She's
Yeah.
like kind of...
blitz the house.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just...
I totally missed it.
A week or so ago. It It would have been the Saturday before my birthday.
When's the last time something?
You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
I'm not really sure what that... I can't tell what that question was.
No, nothing
okay,
on
so,
Sunday. Blackout. Oh, ooh.
Just like have a lie-in and then blitz that. Like,
yeah.
It felt like they were asking like when's the like if she's having lapses in memory or something.
Yeah.
It feels like they were like when's the last time that happened to you?
Yeah.
Yes. It was a cremation. For the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
I wonder when she talks like that, is she meaning like who's present? She stayed out of sight because Hannah was at the party.
I mean, surely it's like a Tyler Durden thing.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Fight Club.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a 16-year-old film.
I know.
Spoilers though. I'm like, I think it might like sometimes you are the person, and sometimes you're seeing yourself from a distance.
Right.
So
that's what I mean. Like that's why I think when she's in the attic, I think was when it was.
Sure.
I don't know. What else to research? I feel like there's more.
Alright.
With the Rock twins. Oh. There. Okay.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Whoa.
That happened before, like.
I think that's when
such
you.
A funny, like, cute.
I don't know.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
She's very upset on this day.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Okay.
Weird. Twins.
I feel a little more in here.
Yeah.
A ton of stuff under Simon that we haven't seen. I mean, it's impossible to know. Like 61, we don't know what's. I mean,
I know
plenty of these could be
have seen so many
other ones we've seen.
Simon marriage. Wow. Okay, that's weird.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and
So the next thing I was going to search was like infidelity or cheating.
Yeah.
He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
Okay.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone.
Except that he
He wasn't that kind of guy.
But the way she's talking about this is that she isn't married to him.
Right. Like
She's talking about it like Simon is someone she knows.
like her brother or something.
Or friend or something. Yeah, just not her husband.
Simon infidelity.
I mean, she has to actually have said that word.
Simon cheating. No. Just cheating? No. Mm-mm. Huh.
7 found.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember, well, I went over the river And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
Did we search Glasgow?
I'm almost positive. Oops. I'm almost positive we did.
Or not? Oh,
Yep,
yeah, we
Glasgow.
did. Okay.
10. It doesn't appear that we attempted to narrow it down.
Glasgow car. No. Right.
Baby. Glasgow, baby.
Oh, okay.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Loved. Not love. But I guess she knows he's
I don't
dead.
know. I mean,
She knows
that's
he's-
a weird switch in language, right? It's like, when do you do that?
Well, I guess she knows he's dead by that point. Like in
It's still
the
very soon after, though. It's just, yeah, you're right. But I'm saying,
yeah.
you know, at some point you change it. Maybe some people do it very quick. I hate it. I hate it when it comes up and it's 4 seconds, because you're just like, I just want more.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
That doesn't seem very confident.
No.
You're reaching here. I don't know why.
Tapping.
No. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything
Well, she's
from
just-
anyone.
That's more like emphasis.
Yeah.
Simon's dead.
Jack
I have
Laurent
no
is
hint.
dead. The baby.
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Huh. So
Sometimes
that's
I get the sense the person she's talking to, that she knows the person she's talking to.
well,
Whoever's on the other side of that camera. Sometimes I just get the feeling that
she's met them
something
before.
about
Yeah.
Gosh, something she said in that last one was gonna make me
This.
search, and now I lost it.
We'll watch it again.
You're reaching here. I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for.
The baby. How much did we search on the baby?
I think we just searched baby and pregnant. Pregnancy.
Baby came up 17, but we never tried to narrow it down.
I feel like we've
Baby
seen
Hannah, I searched. We got one.
Baby Eve. Let's try that one.
Yeah, let's try that.
No. Baby. Okay.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up, and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that,
Which I didn't mind.
Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious.
I'm mad about the
I wanted to get
baby.
as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Why did they fight about the baby? Shouldn't he be
What
stoked?
is it
He
about?
thought she was.
What is it about? I didn't mind that he gave me his present.
Well, I'm a little more concerned that they fought about the baby. He thought, according to her, he thought she was infertile. So now that she's pregnant again. I mean, this is like, I have no idea what's real. Like, who knows?
I would have been a good mother.
Would have been.
I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Huh.
Like hers.
Like theirs. Not baby. Search infertility.
Not his.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic spell. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice.
Maybe you should have used a condom.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him.
Sorry,
I
prophylactic.
was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but
In
3.
Britland.
I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
I'm so confused. I thought we were both infertile. Why? Just because she couldn't get pregnant?
Wait, did I mishear what she said?
Yeah.
I think it was that time that I got this fucking. They say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile.
Both
Both
of
of
us.
us.
Because she couldn't get pregnant and
So,
Hannah.
I mean, is she saying Hannah and Hannah, even Hannah, or is she saying us in terms of like when a couple says, we're pregnant?
No, I think she means because Hannah lost the baby, whatever, miscarried and then was infertile, and she couldn't get pregnant. She tried and tried and tried with all those guys from the park and the bars, and she couldn't. So she just maybe.
No, I guess I just don't assume she's being that naked with the fact that they're one fucking person. I feel like she's still trying.
I agree. I still think she thinks
to drive this idea that there are two of them. I mean, she literally says in the last part of that clip, I went and spoke to Hannah because I thought she'd be happy for us.
Yeah. No.
Weird. It's weird that. It's weird that's the only clip
I
with
know,
those 3
how
names get
weird.
mentioned. Just see something here.
Interesting.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
Creeper. She's so weird. 5 seconds.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one. Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
That's really weird.
Detective Sargent. Where are we at on this thing?
Getting there.
Yeah.
Dollhouse? Did we search Dollhouse?
Yeah, we searched Dollhouse. Somewhere we searched Dollhouse. I'm pretty sure we did. Attic. We must have, right?
I thought we did. I know I suggested it at one point. No.
Apparently we did not.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
That's still really creepy.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Simon
here.
angry. No,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. It's these large chunks are what interest me.
I know. Diana. Is
it Diane?
Yeah. Where did they say they got jobs?
She works at a school.
No, where they met. The first.
Glaziers.
The Glaziers. Search Glaziers.
Seven limited at the first 5.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier. He doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Those are the other two.
Okay.
It's Diana, right? Oh, we
Yeah.
did. Like,
Yeah. Eric fight.
Didn't we search that?
Did we?
14.
Eric mirror. Oh.
How many? 9.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Mobile phone.
That's probably that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
I feel like I searched sister.
I was just about to say.
Maybe I searched sisters. I must have searched sisters.
Yeah.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me. Told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
What did she tell him? Did she tell him... I don't know. Sister...
So Eve's version is that she went home from work. It was her birthday. They had tea for her birthday. She told him about Eve being pregnant.
Yeah.
This is Eve's version. Hannah's version... Now, I'm saying Hannah's version in terms of the person who identifies as Hannah.
Yeah.
Not that there are two of them. Hannah's version is that she went home, birthday, he gave him the present, which she didn't mind. They talked about the baby and got into an argument.
Right.
They split, she drove off, he went to the pub. That's Hannah's version.
Right.
Eve's version is that it's not that they talked about the baby. They talked about the baby that's inside Eve.
Right.
Who may be the same person. I'm just...
Right.
Their versions of what happened are slightly different.
Right. Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
What?
Not what?
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
I guess. Because she doesn't really remember? Well, okay, she talks about the mirror incident where he gave 2 mirrors. Okay. That makes the whole mirror incident make more sense. Because it sounds like when he gave her the birthday present, she lost her shit and differentiated between, because remember she said that Hannah put on the blonde wig pretending to be Eve and had got the same present.
Which one was that?
And then slashed his throat with it.
Oh, come on.
I don't remember.
Maybe she said wig.
Her story is that she waited for him to come back.
Her story. Her
She
story.
put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present.
Which probably...
Another mirror.
Just like the one he'd given her earlier.
When?
That's what I mean.
Unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Wait. Wait.
That's why I'm really confused.
Either that's total bullshit,
Uh-huh.
or Simon didn't die Friday night.
Well, when was
Okay.
her birthday?
As I understand it, her birthday was Friday, the day he went missing.
That's what I thought so too.
Okay. But she doesn't have the bruise on her face until 2 days after.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
she has it the 25th. She's initially in there on the 18th.
Right.
Which was Sunday, so the 16th is her birthday. Right. If I'm following this correctly, yes. Her birthday is June 16th. She's telling a story wherein Hannah dressed up as Eve in the blonde wig, and he gave her
the same present.
The same, either the exact same
right.
item or just a duplicate. Hit her, and then she killed him. But she doesn't have this until now.
Oh, yeah. No, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair clicked, and I kind of hit the door with my face.
What if you assume this is a lie, which it obvious this is a total, that's a total, like, it's always like, oh, someone hit you. No, I hit my head or whatever. I fell.
No, I slipped.
I fell or whatever. If what Eve is saying is true about hitting her, about this encounter with the second mirror, he wasn't dead for a whole week. He wasn't actually dead. He went missing.
Or somebody else gave her the bruise.
He went missing.
Yeah.
And was never found, but did not die the day that he went missing.
Right.
He died sometime before this interview, but sometime after this one. If what Eve is saying is true about this encounter.
I'm just trying to figure out, what I can only assume is that in the middle of getting her present, she switched and lost her shit, is what I can only assume happened.
But where does the blonde wig part come in?
She might have put it on, I don't know.
We searched wig, right? We had to have.
Yeah. I guess what I'm confused about is the timeline of what has actually happened then. Oh.
On his throat. How? Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. Instead.
What is in the background?
I don't know.
Why is there seagulls in the background of that one?
Was that seagulls?
Yeah, it sounded like it was at the beach.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
They may have been by the water. Maybe where they filmed this.
I guess. That's just really weird.
I mean, seagull. 87 results.
I know what I was gonna say. The key to the whole story.
So I was only so many. Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
This middle here.
I know.
We got these two big chunks here. Also, I wish we could. I mean, we've watched the last video apparently in the whole sequence. I wish.
I want to know which one that is.
We would have known which one that was.
I think it's the one. Oh, good. Oh, snap. 8 seconds. Play.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Okay.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Hmm.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Such punch. Punch or punched. Hit. Punch or pun.
Nope. I searched body, but I don't remember what it came up with. 6, okay. Oh, okay.
Basement? Did we search basement?
Oop, I'm pretty sure we did, but oops. I feel like we should have been taking notes. No, it wasn't basement, cellar. She says cellar.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Let's see what she says.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
No Eve.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
School didn't come back anything, did it?
Do you have children?
Why is that a clip?
Why would that be a clip?
Why is that a clip?
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children.
Huh.
So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
I guarantee the last clip is...
So what was the truth?
Oh, Lord. I guarantee the last clip is, what are you gonna do, arrest somebody who doesn't exist? Oh.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real-life fairy tale. I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Huh. I wonder if these cues mean anything. The siren and the like when the music starts.
I mean if I don't know. I don't think so.
Search for that.
Just little bits of
search
flavor.
for the clip about arresting somebody who doesn't exist.
We can do doesn't exist. Why doesn't that work?
I don't know.
Unless it's not what she says. Is it real?
Well, don't use the quotes.
But because I think maybe you have to put in a complete state.
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Now find out where that is on the database thing.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's it. So anything later than 12:05 on the 3rd would be the last one. I wouldn't even know how to begin to. I wouldn't even know how to find that. Just.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service.
It's the birds again.
Yeah.
The room. Had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
What was that? What trip?
So if they said romantic, does she say it again?
Ah.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Oxford. Let's search Oxford after this one.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Oxford.
So I can't remember Oxford. Okay, I was gonna search beach because of the seagulls. Yeah. Okay.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford. Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him.
You lied.
Said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
So that's when she goes, okay, fine, I'll confess.
Right, yeah.
It was a romantic thing. Yeah, now I want to know which the last one is.
Yeah.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Yeah, because that's a mirror, lady.
Yeah.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that.
Jesus.
Wow.
My reflection
Jesus.
would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Books. Story. Search story.
I'm starting to feel like Eve is actually the real person.
Why?
And Hannah is the creation.
The sweet.
This girl that was like locked up in an attic for years created this other persona to get out.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, I keep hitting the... Damn it. Wait, maybe if I do. No. Shadow self.
Oh my god.
I art thou. No.
Wouldn't that
Social
be?
link.
No. Wouldn't that be the weirdest crossover?
Rio Taro Joji.
Search it. Oh my god, what if it came back? How freaked out would you be? How freaked out? There's a whole block.
Okay.
There's a whole block of...
Yeah. 37 entries. Search Adachi Baby. Shoot. I don't know where to go now.
No.
So there was one other reflection. Reflection. Her. Okay, one of those changed. I'm assuming we've seen them all.
Yeah. Adventure?
I mean, I guess we could try.
That's the one we saw.
Oh, boy.
Evil. I'm just gonna say it's evil.
Evil witch. I searched princess. I think we searched prince.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
And then she said Prince's Street. Weird. I wonder if it's matching Prince and Princess.
Maybe.
Yeah, because this one she says Prince's Street when she's mapping out where apparently she's trying to say she was. And we searched alibi, but I don't remember what it returned. Just the one. Why?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned?
I feel like we saw this one.
I don't know. Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. He's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's...
What is she looking at?
Because he's ill. He might die.
What?
It's kind of a sad story, so unfortunately.
Wait.
What?
What?
I mean, that's not a test.
That's not a Rorschach.
I mean, is that? But I mean, that's like one of those things where they hand you a picture and they go, "What do you think's happening in this picture?" Right? Like,
yeah.
Right. Like when they did, what was it? A while they did like a study with children to like test if like it was like a test if race, like I think it was like racism, and it'd be like a black boy and a white boy, like cartoons.
Yeah.
And they would say like they'd ask which boy's the evil boy, which boy's the good boy, you know.
Yeah.
Or think like a kid yeah, like a picture of like a kid handing something, like it could be the kid handing something to another kid,
someone taking
or are they
it.
tugging, like are they taking it away? Yeah, but is that?
I don't know what picture.
Is that standard British British
What is
police
that picture
procedure?
that she got all of that out? Sad woman holding a knife, cooking for her husband who's asleep.
So
and
apparently you were
dying.
looking at a picture of a woman with a knife standing over a man who's either dead or asleep.
And she's really sad.
And she's in an apron. Like, where's the favorite meal part?
Cooking. Oh my god, what a.
God, I don't know.
We don't either.
Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
So
No, it
she's
doesn't.
working out what to say.
Why kill?
Oh.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
It's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
So why Simon?
I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her? And
It's
Simon?
a happy video we didn't see.
They were the ones with the real
Yeah.
life. Why not them?
Real life.
So how many? What was 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we got all the Y's.
Yeah.
Why me?
Check the database.
I'm gonna just do this again. Okay, it's just that one.
We still have that big
You're
chunk.
kind of filling in the ends here, a little in the middle. Yeah, this chunk here. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what else. I mean, we searched Doug, didn't we?
Yeah.
Eleanor was his mother's name.
Yeah.
Right.
House.
It's Lupus. 20 entries.
I wasn't in the house.
Now do like, I don't know, big house, scary house. My house. Our house.
In the middle of the street. Our house. I wonder if Dollhouse matches that too.
Probably, maybe.
Oops, duel. No, because remember I searched like schizophrenia and split personality.
Yeah.
I think I even searched disorder.
Yeah.
Or like mental medicine.
Scared.
More pictures.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
What is this like interrogation technique?
I don't know.
Pictures, images. I don't know if they're not photos, right? This is still a
No,
photo.
he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Scar, yeah. Did we search tattoo?
Yes, because she has one. What?
I didn't think we
How
had.
did we not? What?
Oh, my tattoo.
What?
I got it to express my individuality.
It's my snakeskin jacket. It expresses my
It's an
individuality.
mistake.
An apple and a snake.
Oh, like Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
That's a little on the nose.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Never heard that either. Bed sit.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since.
Similar.
I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Now I searched. Didn't I search don't exist? Doesn't exist. I searched doesn't exist. Okay. I feel like we would have searched this, but I guess not. Or maybe we searched something too specific.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't save our progress. This is weird.
Yeah, I can't tell if there's something
like...
to this or not. Wait, what does it say again?
Where?
Right here.
Cracks with class.
Search that.
Cracks with class?
Yeah. Why not?
Let's just search cracks. Nah. It won't come up then. One for the mums, yeah? I don't know, I can't... Did we search Grace? The word Grace?
I don't know.
If we didn't, I meant to.
Oh.
If we didn't, I meant to.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
This woman is
That's what we
insane.
thought then.
Well, silly
he really
ideas.
died tragically, leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, because they were one diary. One.
She ambidextrous. She writing with both hands. This chunk right here. What is this chunk?
Well, we've also randomly filled in these two.
Yeah, we got a couple here. Just what is this run here?
I think that's the July 2nd.
She's just joking. Doesn't she say joking?
Laugh. Had a good laugh.
Oh gosh, I feel like, what does she say when she can't believe it? I thought she's like, are you joking?
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat.
What happens that where she goes from this to like, I'm just gonna spill the beans? That's all I want to know. Everything that's left on the table, that's all I want to know is what happens between this outburst and the next interview where she's just like, I'm just going to tell you everything. I'm just going to lay it out.
Yeah, she's like over it. She's over pretending. I don't know. I want to know the first video of the third. First video, July 3rd. Like
second.
What?
You mean second?
No, third, the white shirt interview. Like, I want to know what the first thing she sits down and says is like, here I am to tell you.
Oops, that's not the word begin. That's the word begin. Start. I'm just trying to think of like what someone would say. How about good morning? No.
Morning. Oh.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them.
Ah. That sounds...
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Jeez, so it sounds like she killed their parents.
Well, I was already thinking that a while ago.
No, I know, but... Oh, that's really weird.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they
So
ate.
it wasn't the
My dad
heat?
liked to pick mushrooms, grow them
No.
too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Except that she wanted the house. She was angry at them. I don't know. Or she just wanted to kill them.
Was the dollhouse
huge?
Is huge. Was it made in the image of the house that it was in?
I don't think she
Or is that
mentioned
just, am I just thinking of the Are You Afraid of the Dark
Yes.
episode?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
That was my favorite one, by the way.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
No, that was Are You Afraid of the Dark
It's getting blurry. Lines of reality are getting blurry. So, I mean, it's late. What do we want to do?
I mean, what do we want to do? Do we want to chit chat and see? Just be like, find out whatever this person has.
Research death.
Yeah.
Death caps. I'm just gonna get crude for a second. She says fuck a couple times.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that's when she spills.
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
So she gets up and leaves twice in that interview. Oh, Lord.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private? Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
You did, though. 9 entries found. Nah.
I mean, was it? Did she say strangers? Yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm totally crazy.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first.
Oh, is that Carl
That would
guy?
be Carl.
Yeah.
He was a local boy.
Carl
in
Carlson.
the band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Carl. Did we search Carl? No, we did not.
Search Carl.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Weird.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules.
She talked in that picture
She
about.
wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
What?
I must have spelled it wrong.
Oh. Rules. Rules.
Just became our way of life.
It's pretty early in this interview.
We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Weird.
Okay.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
All of the videos.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Oh, this is when they start giving her those pictures.
This block refuses to, like, yield up.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, what is it? You know, hang on here. Fuck off.
Are you arresting me?
So, this must be the June 3rd interview.
In the white shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that one went on much longer.
No. Well.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country.
No, it is
I
not.
wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Hang on a sec. What?
I thought it made me sound country. Simple, stupid not to tell you. I thought it would...
Went missing. Now he's dead. That's Eve. Because she has the bruise on the 30th. Again, and if Eve is true about this wig thing where he gave her the mirror twice, when she's saying this, he's now dead.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't know it. The cops don't know. They still think he's missing.
I don't know. I don't know.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Bed.
Ugh, what is in there?
No.
Nothing. We already searched angry, right?
Did we? Yeah.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Weird. I don't know what to ask. 29 entries.
Great.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything, and I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Shoot.
Not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem. What about us?
That's a clip.
Yeah. I don't know. There were 17 entries for us.
There's 64 for we.
Yeah. What?
Spam.
Oh.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Whiskey Business. I had on my one best dress.
Haha.
Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
I wanted this. I need this.
I know.
I need this to happen. Gosh.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of... I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else we could... I mean, like, besides just, like, searching random words.
We're kind of doing that now.
I know, but I just mean, like...
Just, what is in here? What? This has to be the beginning of that
Yes.
July 3rd interview.
Uh-huh.
Once I say tell you.
Tell me.
Tell me.
Tell him. No.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me
This is the one I
outside.
was looking for.
Huh?
It wasn't
This is the
odd,
one
it
I
was
was
just
looking
really
for.
quiet with the
Oh,
baby.
When we started.
Yeah.
Cleaning supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
I think you were just looking in the window.
Yeah. So you just saw yourself.
She says it's something else, though.
Florence was a warm...
Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. Let me play this.
Florence raised me in her home.
Right. Where is this? It's after this. So, it's
Wow.
unless there was more where she came back and she's all pissed off on the second. Oh gosh, what was it?
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist? This is a nicer room.
That's our part.
This is where you take people when it's time to arrest them.
Huh.
There's a chunk in here of that third day.
It makes no sense.
We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical.
Oh, gee.
And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
"26 minutes was here. 41 minutes is here. What the hell happens in this like 10-minute span of time?"
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
What?
So this Florence shit's all bullshit because she's doing like the Kaiser Soze thing.
Yeah.
She's pulling all of this stuff, like she's pulling stuff from those pictures.
Yeah.
And telling and
making up her story.
Fabricating the story.
That's insane.
I don't know what's in there, but I don't know how much longer I want to try and get at it.
I know. Well, I mean, we've got a lot.
What is in there?
I don't know.
What is... Okay, hang on a sec here. Nicer room. Here. So we got something here. And a little here.
Yeah.
What, though? That's the other thing I was going to search.
Yeah.
Where's this one?
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
This is true.
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah.
That doesn't make
The
sense.
midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
That's way over here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these are in chronological order.
Yes.
There's a 3-minute span of time that we cannot unlock.
I know.
Ugh. Phew, man.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Wait,
I
what?
had read a diary at that point, and
Florence.
I knew she was my mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
You're crazy.
Yo,
person.
okay. Great, sure.
No, he doesn't have a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl.
Yeah, where's that?
It makes sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. Across.
Not that one. What was the new one? Was it this one?
Florence was a warm.
No. What was the new one?
This one.
When I was 8.
Wow. What's going on in there, man?
I don't know. I don't know.
I got no idea.
Yeah.
I got no idea.
Well, let's chit-chat this guy then. Or do you want to just come back to it?
I think that ends the game, I think. When you tell him you're done, you're done.
I know. So do you want to just go? Or do you want to come back another time?
No, because we're just going to sit here and poke. And
Okay. Well, let's chit-chat him. Good, so
she was pregnant.
oh, holy shit. No, I don't at all.
Sarah. That's what I was going to search. Sarah.
Okay.
This is the one.
Oh. Well, we should just, I don't know. Sounds by.
That's funny. They're all mirrored.
Yeah. So you're supposed to wait. You're supposed to take that. You're trying to figure out why she killed your dad. Like, what happened with that?
I mean, is the understanding supposed to be deeper than she was a fucking nutcase? Because if that's it, yeah, I understand why she did what she did, because she was nuts.
That makes me irritated, because it's like, wait, so is there, what's the big reason?
Or...
What's so incoherent?
I mean, the unlock command?
Wait, what did that just say? Damn
You can
it.
try admin random or the unlock command.
Okay, try it. Go back, try it.
I don't know what the unlock command is, though.
I don't know.
You mean here? Where else would I put that in?
Oh.
Lucky Deb. So it just serves you up.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No.
What?
So, I mean, I'm going to say admin random just serves you up a random video.
Oh.
And you can can you just keep repeating it? No, you can't, because it doesn't actually log that as a search. It serves you up a random. What's the unlock code? Is it in here?
I bet.
But what is it?
I don't know.
I mean, no, that would be it, right? That's 2. Who knows, but...
No. Try that whole thing. Try the whole cracks with class. No. Cracker Cyber Ghost.
I mean...
No. Or this?
G-Hack?
G-Hack? Or no hashtag? No.
Here. Query now set to maximum of 16 or 15.
Oh.
So it's admin unlock.
Ah. No. Oh.
No. I'm not sure what Strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Hmm.
Let me just try something that I know will come back a bunch of results. Okay, so let's just scroll now.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something else that came, was like time, had a crap load of results. Yeah, a little bit there. Was it we? Had a bunch. Yeah. Alright. It's late.
It's late.
I still don't know what the hell's going on.
No. We're missing some key part that
Do you know why
is
your
the
mother did
truth.
what she did? No.
No.
She was obsessed with fairy tales for some reason.
And she just said to kill her husband.
She was ill. I don't
I
get
mean,
it.
yes, maybe if you were raised by some, like, if you got put into the system.
I have no idea. Oh, we got all the Eric ones. Nothing. I have no idea. Let's go back and look at the ones we searched that had more than my parents, mom. So that one's new.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on and got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Okay.
The only thing the most immediate thing I'm confused about is that she acknowledges that they are... She acknowledges the existence of both of them.
Yes.
That they are essentially mirror images of one another. But she still
opposite.
She still phrases everything as though they are two physical people.
Yes.
And not the same physical person, but two personalities inside of it. So now you think about things like, she's saying, it doesn't come up. That's what's throwing. It's not typing. That's what's throwing me off. Sads. And it's more of her stories.
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman.
What are these?
I don't know.
What is this technique?
Because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
What? Brother? Should we search brother?
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Search brother.
So we just watch, right?
Simon's parents.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we just supposed to figuring out that she did it because she's insane? Like, we have, or is there some...
The only other thing I can think of is that she was trying to craft some fairy tale-esque, real-life fairy tale thing with the tragic... The thing where she was saying about, like, people who die, important people who die leave behind a kind of magic or something.
So she was trying to take Simon's magic? Look, I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't get it.
I also don't get...
We
I don't think... We're still...
Okay, we're done.
We have to be.
I think this is it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's her story.
Sort of.
I don't know what else to do.
It was really good, except that it's kind of frustrating.
I feel like we just got through the 3rd season of True Detective. I don't really know what happened.
But it was good.
Or like, this is the worst season of the Serial podcast ever.
Yeah, that.
I have no idea what happened. I mean,
are we thinking too much into this?
I've never been so confused and had so much information.
I know.
I know what happened, but I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. I'm not sure I know why it happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just thinking too hard.
And we searched evil, right?
Yes. I don't know. That chunk, it makes me feel like there's something there.
That's her story.
That's her story.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't feel good. My brain hurts.
I know.
Okay, bye.